Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make money with Kucoin. Now, there are two reasons why Kucoin is my favorite over any other crypto exchange for making money. The first is the awesome trading bots that they have, and the second is the access to coins that you can get on Kucoin. Kucoin gives you access to a lot more coins than any other exchanges, and if you don't already know, with the smaller market cap coins, there's a bigger potential for returns with these coins. Now, before we get into this, I do want to preface this by saying that, of course, this is crypto, this is a risk. There is no guarantee that you will make money, and there is actually a chance that you will lose money. Also, this is not financial advice. This is purely for entertainment purposes. And with that disclaimer out of the way, let's jump right in. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is click on the top link in the description of this video, and that will take you over to this screen on Kucoin. Now, the reason that you want to sign up with that link specifically is because in here, you get access to my referral code, which is going to give you a kickback on all of your trading fees. And on top of this, you can also sign up today and potentially earn $500 plus a bonus gift of $200 in trading coupons. So all we need to do is enter in an email or phone number that you want to sign up with. Then you can click on create account and claim reward and follow the next steps to set up your Kucoin account. Now, once we are inside of Kucoin, it's going to look like this. And of course, the first way that we can make money, the most basic option, is by regular trading. Now, my trading strategy is slightly different to anybody else I know. I don't think there's anyone else on YouTube who talks about it this way. But my personal trading strategy is not to look and come in here and start doing all of these crazy lines and using these tools to draw some crazy stuff on the chart like all of these traders are telling you. Instead, my trading method is much simpler. And all I do is I just delete all of these, is I open a new tab and go over to CoinMarketCap. Now, this right here is just, it shows us all of the different cryptocurrencies that are out there. But the most important thing that I look at is the volume right here. So I will sort by volume, and I want to look for some coins that don't usually have a lot of volume, but for some reason today or over the past few days, they've had a spike in volume. Now, what I find is obviously not all of the time, but a lot of the time, the coins that have more volume are likely to go up because there are a lot of people trading these. So if I go to First Digital USD, this actually isn't the best because we can't see a huge spike in volume right here. So I'm going to go back and look for some other ones. And just to show you this method in action, so with this coin, Dog with Hat, very strange name, we can see that over the past few days, there's not really been a spike in volume. But if I go back, we can see here, there was a spike in volume around this time. And after the spike, this coin continued to go up and it went all the way up from, let's have a look. So the spike in volume, I would maybe say was right here. This is where we can see a drastic increase. And then from here, it went from $2.8 all the way up to $4.8 at its maximum. So this is what I'm looking for. Increases in volume like this, and this tells me that this coin has the potential to run a little bit more. So even with this, I can see this is starting to increase in volume a little bit. There's no huge spikes. Well, let's look at this on the monthly, and look at this. There's starting to be a huge spike in volume right here. So I would look at this and say this is maybe a coin to get invested in. Obviously, I would then go and do a little bit more research, see why this coin is going up, do a little bit more research on the back end. But then if we go down, we can see this coin is not available on Binance or it's available on Coinbase, but it's available on Kucoin. So I would just go back over here and let's look for Ondo. We can see the coin right here. So we can go in and then this chart actually looks crazy right now. It's been popping and pumping a lot. So we can just go over here. Obviously, you would need to deposit money into your account and then we can go with a limit buy. A market buy right here, we can plug in how much we want to buy. So I might say 1,000 USDT worth. And then I can click buy Ondo. And that way I can buy the cryptocurrency right here. And hopefully it's going to continue to go up. Now, the second method of how you can make money with Kucoin is actually with the trading bots. So if we go up here to earn, we can see there's quite a few trading bots that we can go for. The first one is actually not a bot at all. I just want to focus on this because this is a very cool way that you can kind of make passive income with Kucoin. So this is called staking. And if you've never heard of this, this is effectively where you can lock up your tokens that you have and you will earn like passive income on these. So with this one right here, banned, we can click in and see 11% staking. So if we click on subscribe right here, this means that if we kept this locked up for an entire year, we would be earning 11% on this coin. So we can see this is a flexible term, which means you can pull your crypto out whenever you like. But the redemption period is how long it takes when you unstake this. So this is kind of confusing, but essentially, let's say I locked up 100 banned tokens. I can say I want my tokens back at any time, but it's going to take 21 days for them to come back to my account and for me to be able to trade, sell, and do everything I need with them. So I'll be honest, I don't really like redemption periods this long, because if something happens in the market and I want to sell them now, I don't want to be sat there waiting 21 days, almost an entire month, where anything could happen. The coin could fall, the coin could completely collapse. There's so many different things that can happen. So I don't like a 21-day redemption period. So if I go down to Matic, you can see we have a few different options here. So flexible basically means you can pull your coins out at any time, but we need to be aware of this redemption period. Or we have like this 60-day lockup, which means you lock your coins up for set 60 days, and then at the end you can just pull them out. So right here, the term is 60 days. So you can't get your coins out within this 60-day period. They are completely locked up. But at the end of this 60 days, we only have a 1-day redemption period. So you really need to weigh up kind of the risks that you want to take with this, whether you want to lock your coins up for a set period of time. So like with Bitcoin, for example, I'm very confident that I don't need to like withdraw my Bitcoin immediately. I hold this for the long term. With this, even a redemption period, okay, so this doesn't really have a redemption period. But if any of these have a redemption period with Bitcoin, I don't really mind because I'm holding for the long term. But with some of these smaller altcoins where I'm not really confident in the long term of these, then I'm a little bit more weary of longer redemption periods. So this is how you can play around with the staking right there. And you can earn some passive money with your crypto. But just keep in mind that if you don't know the coin, if you don't know the market conditions, then it can be a little bit risky, especially when you are staking some lower market cap, more risky coins. But then we can move on to some of the crypto bots. So with this one, for example, Sharkfin, basically the way this works is you can stake your cryptocurrency, but if it falls between this certain price range, you will get the most money. So essentially what this means is if we go to Bitcoin right here, you can see this is between 6% and 18.1%. Essentially, this means that in 7 days, because this is the term, if in 7 days, Bitcoin is between this price range right here, so 66 to 78.9 thousand, then we can get this higher return all the way up to 17%. Alternatively, if it falls like outside of this range, like here or here, then we would just get the 6% staking price. So that is a very cool option right there. And then we also do have a few other options, such as the dual investment or snowball, but these are a lot more risky and these take a lot more. You couldn't really invest in these safely as a beginner. So I'm not going to explain these in this video because I personally don't really understand these two myself, and it's definitely too risky for me to get involved in. But onto the most important things, and these are the trading bots right here. So if we go into trading bots, we have 6 different options, I think this is. So we have a spot grid, futures grid, spot nightingale, smart rebalance, infinity grid, and DCA. So I will go through all of these individually. And effectively, with this spot grid right here, what this is going to do is it's going to be consistently buying and selling Bitcoin at these prices. So we can see the way that this grid has been set up. We have all of these different lines right here. And anytime the price hits one of these lines, it's going to buy. So in this example, it's going to buy at this line, and then buy at this line, and then buy at this line. And then hopefully Bitcoin will go up, and then it will sell a little bit here at this first red line, then sell a little bit more at this second red line, and sell a little bit more here. And then if it drops below, it's going to buy here, buy here, buy here, buy here, buy here. And then we go up, it's going to sell, sell, sell. You can also customize this and set your own parameters here on the right-hand side. You can choose like how many times you want to buy and sell. You can set the pricing right here. And that is the grid bot. Then we also have futures grid, which is the exact same thing, but just with futures. So a lot more risky, a lot more, you can earn a lot more, but you can also lose all of your money pretty quickly. We then have spot martingale. essentially what it's going to do is it's going to buy more as the price dips. So we can see here, it's going to buy at each of these lines, but each time it's going to buy more. So in this example, let's just say we were trading with a lot of money. It would buy like 1 Bitcoin right here. And then depending on how you've set this up on this right-hand side, but just in this example, let's say it would buy 1 Bitcoin right here. And then it would buy 1.5 here. And then it would buy 2 here, then 2.5, then 3, and then 3.5. And each time, the average price that you buy Bitcoin for drops below because you bought more at each of these points. So you might buy the first bit of Bitcoin right here, but then as it gets down, your average price ends up around here. And then in this example, it's 1.3. So as soon as the price goes above a 1.3% profit margin, you can sell. Now you can up this to like a 10% profit margin. And what this means is it's going to wait until you are 10% in profit. And then it's going to go ahead and sell all of the Bitcoin that you have from the average price that you had down here. Then we have smart rebalance. Now, this is not so much of a trading strategy, so I'm not really going to mention it in this video. But what you can do is basically create your own portfolio. So we have a portfolio right here, and the AI is basically going to rebalance your portfolio to make sure you have these exact balances of the coins at any time. So you can choose any of these portfolios. It shows all the coins that are in there and then shows the percentage. And the AI is going to rebalance the portfolio as the prices fluctuate to make sure you have this exact balance at all times. We also have the infinity grid. So once again, this is similar to the spot grid that we had earlier. But if you look with the spot grid, we are only trading in between 84,000 and 46,000. So this is only going to trade in this range. However, the infinity grid is literally just going to do this forever and ever and ever and use the entire Bitcoin price rather than just trading between this set range. Then finally, we have dollar cost average. So this is just if you are more of a long-term holder. This is how you can just choose to invest in your portfolio. You don't even have to look at Kucoin, but you can basically choose. So right now we are set to Bitcoin, and I can just say every week, let's go down to every week, I want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. I can click on create, and then every week it's going to automatically buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. And all you have to do is just make sure that your available balance in USDT is enough for it to make this trade. So that is my guide with how you can make money on Kucoin. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.